earlier on learned that cemeteries are real fruitful hunting grounds for the old garden rose. Someone, in honoring the deceased, would often plant their favorite plant. In many cases, it was a rose. And so as you come to cemeteries, you find roses that have withstood Mother Nature's onslaughts for all these years and still are residing happily and flourishing, kind of preserving beauty in a harder time. To me, that's just proof of a very wonderful, easy to grow plant.
People always ask me, how do you enjoy working in a cemetery? And I say, well, I love it because I think of Mount Holly as a huge garden. Meanwhile, in the cemetery, we have lots of roses that we can't identify, and we all have tried. We have one down there that's this beautiful purple rose, and it's right by the main road. Everybody comments about it, and no one can tell us what it is. So we're thrilled to have Mike Shoup come, and after this, we'll be able to put a name on one of our very favorites.
I just immediately noticed the purple coloration. And when I look at it closer, I see that the thorns or the prickles are numerous, but the color is really indicative of a rose called Cardinal de Richelieu. As a rose flower ages, it actually turns darker purple in color. And that fragrance is unmistakable. And it's wonderful to find it in the cemetery because this rose dates back to the before 1850s. So here we have it surviving all these years. This is an excellent specimen. I love the drooping, graceful habit that it has in this setting. So this is a great find. Wow, this looks like a wonderful rose. Okay, this is a tea rose, and this looks to be a rose called Maria Van Houten. This rose would have been around in the heyday when this community was thriving, back in the mid-1800s, and this rose came out, during that time period. This is a fabulous rose, and it's one of the most common roses we find in cemeteries in the South. This rose is a China rose. Came from China in the mid-1700s, and it was brought over, and before that time, there were virtually no roses that bloomed other than the springtime. This one blooms every month of the year if it's growing. It's considered to be the stud rose that gave ever-blooming habit to all our modern roses. I'm passionate about the fact that these roses really deserve a place in our modern gardens. They're really wonderful plants. They're time-tested, and to the fact that they should be not forgotten. These roses really belong with other plants where they can reside happily and ebb and flow with the seasons, and they're wonderful.